Well, let's watch a heartening video of a mouse getting caught in a trap and a woman talking shit to it.
Is this heartening?
Disheartening?
In black news.
Is it a black lady yelling at it?
I mean, it's a woman yelling at a mouse,
How long
probably.
have you been here, bitch?
Oh, that's a white lady.
Huh?
That might be a white lady.
Yeah, it is.
How long have you been here, bitch? Huh?
Is that the whole video?
No.
The mouse is just...
Fuck you ain't going nowhere. Fuck.
That's a
it
white
might be a
lady.
white girl who wears
Coming
lip
in
liner.
my fucking house, invading my motherfucking privacy, bitch.
She's hammered.
Who the fuck you think you is?
Oh, boy. I like this mouse better than
I don't
her.
give a fuck if it's cold outside.
Now who's mighty?
You come in my shit.
Yeah.
I pay rent. Do you pay anything, bitch? Huh?
It's a mouse.
No.
It's a mouse, you moron.
Lady,
You ain't going nowhere.
I'll tell you
Don't
what.
care how fast your motherfucker. Shut the fuck still, bitch. Sit still for a slug.
You feel like she's holding her finger like a gun sideways and upside down?
Absolutely she is. What a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
It's weird to like
The
see
mouse? You mean her?
Yeah.
I'd sign off on everything she just did.
No, but
Have
it's
you
like-
ever had a mouse?
Yeah, dude. I woke up one time in my apartment when I lived on the couch in Hoboken. We lived above that restaurant, the Karma Cafe, and they'd leave bags of rice out. So there's just mice in the building. There was like, and I woke up and I looked over my Adidas high top basketball shoes, and this mouse just popped up and looked at me, and then just ran along the wall. And I was like, oh, it was like Stuart Little.
And over the
That's
next few
adorable.
months, you taught it tricks. You taught it how to push.
Ride a bike.
You showed how to push a spool of thread.
It had a little tiny English accent.
No, but it didn't like.
Jacob, what were you gonna say?
Jacob's like,
That was my brother, Phil. I don't like
Nothing-
watching that video.
Nothing's ever made me feel less manly than when I had a mouse in the apartment because I didn't respond well
man,
So
because
if they-
I felt like a total puss
Right, but it
having
was,
to deal with this thing, and I felt miserable for it because I had glue trap on.
dude. So the glue trap thing is hilarious.
That's torture.
It is torture
bad.
because they're like they don't get a regular mouse trap. It slams shut, breaks their neck a lot of the times, and they're dead.
Hilarious.
The glue trap, they're stuck and they're just stuck.
Yeah.
When
and
I
they
was
pull themselves apart.
when I was
trying to get out.
Yeah, when I was opening dose in the morning, we had a glue trap set or whatever, and we were putting linens, and there was just a mouse just stuck moving. And I'm like, oh, and like a couple of the waitresses are like, oh no, it's stuck. And one of the porters, just this tiny Mexican guy, goes, watch out, move, and just killed it.
Oh,
and he goes,
wow.
And he goes, okay, he's dead, and he just picked it up and threw it away.
Stepped on it?
Stepped, just fucking, just one stomp.
Well, trap in the coat and
me tell you
smack it with a hammer.
Let me tell you something. If you told me when there was a mouse in my house, if you told me I'll catch this mouse in 5 minutes for you right now, but if I do that, you have to watch me like pull it apart like limb by limb. Like, we're gonna cut its ear off. We're gonna really torture it. And I'd go, by all means, whatever you have to do.
You hate mice that much?
In my house, yes.
Yeah, I care about animals and creatures and God and love and Buddha and bullshit. But once it's in your house, you don't belong. You're not welcome here. This isn't for you. You're not supposed to be in here.
You're not welcome here.
Yeah.
It's like when Joe says he doesn't dislike black people. He wants them back in Africa.
What? Wait.
Hang on. What did I say?
I killed a mouse recently with my foot. I kicked it all over the place.
You told me about it.
Yeah, I came
ran
out of my
down your
house. It
hallway.
was running down my hall, like a long, like, Travis Bickle-esque hallway, and it was coming towards me, towards my house. And so I just did like a side foot kick, and he skidded all the way across, hit the back wall, and he came again a little bit slower this time.
And then Joe went, where's the fucking money? And he went, no more, please, sir.
I kicked him again, and then he went under an umbrella. I had an umbrella out there, and I just started stomping on the umbrella. And then when I removed the umbrella, he was
Bloody
a
mess?
dead mess. He wasn't bleeding, luckily, but I think their bones are like
Jacob,
rubbery.
Are your bones collapsible?
I had a mouse that ripped. It was the skin was on the glue trap, and its body. He was walking around. He got off the glue trap without skin on,
Oh,
It's like a movie Shocker.
and crawled 10 feet, and then finally died
Oh,
because
man.
it had no skin
wow.
on.
He's like Connery in The Untouchables.
You think before the mouse died? do you think before the mouse died, it went to like a doll in your house and like put its soul into it, like child's play? Yeah. Give me the power I so desire.
Oh, no, that mouse transformed into that old China doll I have. Now I can't sleep. It'll
have to
murder
kill
me.
that.
I have to find it out and release its spirit.
One summer, this wasn't in my house, but one summer it was like 96 degrees and just fucking so hot. And I was at the West 4th stop off the E train and that long ramp. And I looked up the ramp and people were like walking down and being like, oh shit, and jumping to the other side. There was this rat and half of its fucking fur was gone, and it was just like walking up the thing like, and then it would just cross randomly, and people were like, yeah! Dude, it was one of those things where I was like, 1, 2, 3, go, 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 and I just ran right by it.
Do you remember when Emil died in RoboCop?
Yeah. That's how it looked. Where I was like, it was just fucking gross. Wasn't that the dad from That 70s Show? Emil? Oh, no. I know what you're talking about.
Emil had a little ponytail with the bald head.
Yeah.
Justin in Canada says he had 9 mice stuck in one sticky pad once. We don't take the call, but that's
What?
all it made me think of was that's the Goofy family. That's what the dad was thinking. He goes, I could have just used a sticky trap the whole
He
time.
goes, you know what? If I would have laid down some rubber cement on the floor of the basement, these little motherfuckers wouldn't have gone anywhere.
How
He goes,
big is this?
my chain budget?
Yeah.
My chain budget was
Steel is not cheap.
Do you get putting garbage right outside your door? Like that's what, like my neighbors used to just take their garbage. They didn't feel like going outside.
they put it out in the hallway.
Leave it out in the hallway.
Insanity.
That's what.
Insanity.
How long?
The next day,
No.
overnight,
No.
and then you would see mice crawling up and down the hallway of the
Ah.
building because there was a
Insanity.
A
No
feast.
way. Not a fucking chance.
Nope.
I would complain.
Nope.
If I saw a neighbor doing that, I'd be that neighbor. I'd complain about that.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Not to them. I hate that. I would complain to somebody else and tell them to do something about it.
I would just trap all the mice and then let them into their apartment.
The 9 mice on the trap makes me think that, that Jack could have fit on that little floating device in Titanic. I feel like they could have gotten 2 on this.
Yeah,
thing.
Rose is a real selfish bitch in that one.
I'm still
It'd be
thinking
fun-
about Jack and Rose.
I feel like if you get 9 on the thing, it's because they all put like one little hand in.
It's like a radio contest for a car.
No, they all put the hand in. Yeah, they all put the hand into it. It's like, all right, guys, Woe Bundy on 3. All right, I'll go from the kitchen. You go to the bathroom. You go in the thing. You jump in the walls. You go in the air conditioning ducts, and then you go in the toaster oven. You go into the bottom of the oven for some scraps. Okay, ready? And 1. And go. Oh, shit.
God.
Shit.
Hey, hold on. If we all pull it once, we can all get out of here. I lost my arm.
Arms off.
Arms off. I am right armless. Oh, God.
And the mouse is like, hey, come on, Kyle. Relax. He goes, you relax. I'll never play the accordion again.
I was going to be the next Feifel. But I can't. I've
It's going to be the
lost
next
my arm.
Feifel mouse on Broadway.
I was supposed to be the big deal.
Now how am I going to go west?
I mean,
With one arm, I can't.
I keep coming back to this family because I'm very interested to see where in the fuck this is going to go. I mean, they're going to get life in prison.
Yeah, we're gonna have to follow this one.
They have to get.
And I want to know how many of those kids are mentally retarded because it looks like from the photo, at least 5.
Did you ever
5
hear
out of 13.
There's got to be something inappropriate about saying someone looks mentally retarded.
Am I wrong?
No,
Am I
but it's
wrong?
a funny thing to say. It's funny how much you coil on a house Negro. And are way okay to be like, I wonder if these kids, because some of those kids look pretty retarded.
I didn't coil on it. I just went, whoa. And then, I said mentally retarded.
Did you ever hear Junior Stopka's joke about retarded kids?
No.
This is not my joke. I'm about to tell, and I want to make that
Man, that
really,
is a real disclaimer.
I want to make that really clear.
Yeah, you really dug in your heels on that one.
He has a joke that about the Holocaust. They didn't just kill Jews; they also killed retarded people. But you never see any photos. I guess because they'd all be smiling in the photos.
I did hear that joke before. That's great.
It's Junior.
Junior Stopka, brilliant comedian. Not
Very
me. Not my thoughts. But check out Junior. He's great.
This is Southern California, right, Christine?
Yeah.
Where they're at, because JT in San Francisco says in California they don't really have basements. So he might be calling bullshit on the whole thing.
I'm saying
Now,
there's-
he's calling from San Francisco, which is not south.
Yeah, we don't really have basements in California, so
Because of earthquakes, right?
Yeah, like my house, underneath my house, like it was on a hill and it looked like it was second story, but underneath the house is all just beams, like stilts to keep the house up.
You know what you could put around stilts, don't you? Chains.
That's true. That is true. Steve in California says his grandfather 9-ironed a mouse once, and I just wanted to go back to that to say there's maybe nothing I would think be a funner way to handle a mouse problem than just fucking tee it
Busting
off
out-
on it.
Dude, busting out the clubs? I'd love it.
You just got sad. You just got sad, weepy about a mouse dying in general, and now you're saying, but I mean, I guess if I could just haul off on it with a 9-iron.
Yeah, Jay, I'm not an asshole.
I had a pet.
I get fun.
Yeah, I don't know. If you give me a 6-iron, I'm going to be smiling smiling like one of those retarded kids in a Holocaust picture that Joe just said.
Maybe I'm a a rational guy, but who doesn't want to whack a mouse with a 9-iron?
I got empathy, Jay, but I also have empathy for fun.
I got empathy, but I got a hunger for some fun.
Oh man, taking out a mouse with a fucking 9-iron.
That'd be you get underneath it, you're gonna send that thing.
That mouse is gonna feel like Superman for about 15 seconds.
Have you noticed that 9-iron is the go-to club for comedy? No one ever says a different iron.
I tried
It's
to
always
do
like,
5.
I hit him with a 9-iron.
I tried to hit him with a 5 and it died in the room.
No one's ever like, I hit him with a 3-wood.
Yeah, 3-wood would be fun.
A short green driver.
You go, yeah, if you're doing it, you go, give me a sandwich. This mouse looks like a good sandwich.
I think his 9 is a good comedy number.
9 is a good phonetic.
9 times.
Yeah, what would be a better word? 6 now.
No, 3-wood is funny.
3-wood's
3-wood.
great. And Christine brought up 9-irons for us.
If you're ever
Well, the
playing
9-iron's
golf,
hooked. It's one of the flatter ones, right?
Right.
So you get underneath it.
if you're ever playing golf, this is going to be huge. If you're ever playing golf in a thunderstorm, you hold up your 2-iron because even God can't hit a 2-iron. Hello, folks. That's a classic golf joke.
I've never wanted to watch you get stuck to a trap.
That'll
Can that
kill
be
on
the
the
next-
course, though. You do that with a couple of guys at golf, they'll be like, "Oh, snap!" and push you into the bushes.
Can that be the next? Can that be the next Bonfire event stunt? Can we have Jacob and Joe trying to get off of a glue trap together?
Dude,
I just feel like that's fun, and then I do it, and my ACL just rips out of my leg.
you go, no.
I mean, according to that rat, half your face might come off.
Yeah, I go, dude, Joe doesn't have skin on the underside of his hand. It's a real problem. We had to gauze him up.
Holy shit! What
The
a
only
fun
time I ever
show.
trapped a mouse, I actually took a glass. It was like a little tiny one in my room when I first moved here, and I put a cup over it.
Suffocated him?
No, I like
She
put the
watched him
cup
die
over
over
it,
8
and then
days.
I slid something under it and flipped it, and then I took it outside and I like released it out into the street because
Wow.
I couldn't. The ickiness of like peeling something off a dead trap or trying to kill it.
Yeah.
But if I was able to kind of like control it without touching it at all.
Mouse at the concrete said, "Too cold." Jump right back inside.
Yeah, what is this bitch? Crazy? I'm going right back inside.
What is this about?
I like
I'm closing the door, Mouse. Yeah. The door was closed the first time.
Christine's just watching the thing suffocate. She goes, you made a wrong decision, didn't you?
He's on the glass. Please, I'll do anything. I'll do anything.
She goes,
Look at him gasp.